She want a good life, no one to cause her pain and strife.
So hey y'all, here again. As you can see, I still got on this stuff I just put on my face. So I'm just shooting two videos back to back, like Drake said. So a few weeks ago, I had bought a whole bunch of stuff. The whole shebang, spent over $200 on products to try to establish a skincare routine. I purchased this, the Retinol, Olay Retinol 24 Max. I purchased the vitamin C. What they do to get y'all to see the stuff? They put their hand behind it. I don't know, but I had purchased this. I had purchased the Rapid Wrinkle serum from Neutrogena, as well as an Olay under eye. I always put up my middle finger. I'm sorry. As well as an Olay under eye gel. I use my middle finger as a pointer finger sometimes. I don't know why, but discovered that, you know, using all those products on my face was not working. It was making my face extremely dry. I was using a pineapple cleanser, which also is like a natural exfoliant because of that enzyme that pineapples have in it. So I would use that cleanser, then I would tone my face with the Good Molecules. I don't have the bottle. The Good Molecules toner. Then I would apply this and I would go to bed, and I realized it was drying out my face. I couldn't determine if it was all three products, but it was probably this and then the face wash. So I switched my face wash. I'm now using the CeraVe SA cleanser to help with exfoliating, especially down here where I tend to get a lot of hyperpigmentation, as well as the sides of my cheeks and up here when I break out from wearing hats at work. But so I now use that cleanser, and then after that I went back to my good old Thayer's Rose Petal Witch Hazel toner. Now I used to use this in the past and I love this toner. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't dry out my face. It keeps it plump and moist. So I went back to my OG toner. After I use this, I go in with this. And then I go in with this. So SA cleanser, my Thayer's toner, my 24 Max moisturizer, and then my discoloration serum from Good Molecules. That is my nighttime routine. So far, so good. I did notice though that my face was still dry, especially down here. So after eliminating the pineapple enzyme cleanser, my face was still dry. So that told me that I was using this too often. So I don't think I need to use this every single night. So what I've been using on nights that I don't use that is this, the Lancome Absolute, can y'all see it, soft cream. Now this is a sample I got from Shoppers Drug Mart after I bought a perfume, which I'll do another video, sorry, on the perfumes I wear every day. So I had gotten a gift which included this Lancome makeup bag. In it they had this Tonique Contour, I don't know how they say it, but it's a toner. They had the Idol mascara, mini Idol mascara. It included the Advanced Gentrifique Eye Pearl. Now I was using this under my eye for the longest time when I was sick, and I had a lot of discoloration. I stopped using it, and lo and behold, the darkness is subsiding. Now I don't want to say this wasn't helping or it was making it worse, but I don't use that anymore, and that is that. They also gave me a sample of the Gentrifique Youth Activating Concentrate. I'm not going to use this because I already used the 24 Max and I have a feeling that it has retinol. It got something in there that's going to dry out my skin or have some adverse effect that I don't want. So I'm not going to be using it. And is that 7 items? Yeah, I got 7 items in the makeup bag. Okay, the only thing I use is this, which I use it to alternate on nights that I don't use this. So far, so good. As you can see, my skin, even though I got on the powder, y'all can see from before that my skin looks better. I'm gonna include a photo of what my skin looked like, especially my eyes, how dark they look. A few weeks ago, it was bad. Okay. So that is my nighttime routine. Aside from my skincare, I have a Gaucher stone, which I use. Let me see if I can open it. I use that sometimes, you know, I do the whole, you know, however they say to use it, I use it to give myself that facial massage and to relieve any puffiness in my face at nighttime. I also got a bottle here of Jamaican castor oil. Now, these edges right here, I'm working on it because I don't like the patchiness. You see how my hair is full and dense everywhere else except here, and this is just from glue-in weaves when I was like 25 years old. Okay, the hair has not grown back, but I've been using this religiously for the past few weeks and it's slowly coming in. It's thin, but it'll get there. So put a few drops of this. My daughter actually rubbed some in my hair last night. It was so cute. She's like, oh, let me put some castor oil on your edges. And then she came up, she was like rubbing my edges. So yeah. And then at night, what I also use, this is not closing. Faulty bottle. What I also use at night is I use a carrot stick lip oil on my lips. Wake up every morning with the most soft lips on the planet. And then I also use cuticle oil on my fingers and my toes because my hands are always exposed and always moving, always working, always being washed. My cuticles get extremely dry, so I bought a Sally Hansen cuticle oil. Nothing too fancy, you know. Sally Hansen is the OG, so, and she's still around, so I'm gonna say that her cuticle oil works how it's supposed to. For my daytime routine, I use the same cleanser. Then I use the same toner. Then I use my vitamin C moisturizer. Then I apply sunscreen. Now I am gonna be graduating my sunscreen to SPF 50. I've been using SPF 30 sunscreens on my face, and since they are not done, I'm not going to throw them out. I'm just going to wait until they finish before I buy a higher percentage of SPF, you know, just to give my skin a little bit more protection. Wintertime is coming. It's going to be snowing and the UV rays are going to be reflecting off of the snow right into my eyes, right into my face. So I'm going to need that. So that is my skincare routine. I'm not using as many products as I thought I would. Purchase them, but I don't use them. But you know, it's an experiment. You gotta use trial and error, find out what works best for you, and then stick to that. So hope y'all enjoy this video.